Hey guys, Dead Gambit here, and welcome to another Roblox tutorial. This tutorial was requested by Code Mario, and they wanted me to make a night vision. Now, this request was about a week ago. I apologize for being slow on making this. I was very busy with school and work, and right now I'm actually sick. So it's not really ideal for me to be recording right now, but I figured I might as well get this tutorial out of the way. So anyways, to start off, like I said, this is about night vision. So I did do a little bit of research because I was pretty sure night vision is a uh, widely used tutorial, and I was actually right. I've seen a lot of YouTube videos, but most of them involved GUIs. From what I saw, it was mostly just putting a giant GUI on the screen and making it transparent green. While that is, I mean, that there's nothing wrong with that. That's okay if you want to go that route. That's fine. But I feel like it would be better if we actually messed with the lighting itself. And so that's what this tutorial is going to go into. We're actually going to, and it's not anything major with the lighting. We're just going to use color correction. So anyways, to get started off, what I actually want to do is I actually want to set up the lighting to set an environment where night vision goggles would actually be useful. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the brightness to 0. And now we already have kind of that darkness at the bottom. But that's not enough. If I were to change it to night, as you can see, sky is pitch black, but the ground is still illuminated. That's not what we want. So we actually are going to change the ambience to black, as well as the outdoor ambient to black. And that'll give us this completely dark environment now, as if it was nighttime. You can go to daytime. As you can see, it doesn't look that good. Probably if you add like a terrain, but actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this to future, and I'm going to change the diffuse and specular scale, so we can kind of get that we don't have that ugly black base plate even though it's daytime. So in the nighttime, there we go, we have a pretty good sky. So that's kind of the setup that I wanted to bring out. It's almost like, I'm not saying it's exactly what they did, but it's almost like what they do with Black Hawk Rescue Mission. I believe they for their for when it becomes nighttime, it is extremely dark in Black Hawk Rescue Mission. At least from when I played, that was the case. And the night vision goggles were really useful for that. And they had like a few lights here and there that would illuminate basically around them. But I believe that this is kind of what they use to get that whole effect. So anyways, we're going to start working on the actual night vision effect. Like I said, I'm going to use a color correction effect. And let me just look at my notes here, see what I did before. Okay, so what I did was I actually made the brightness for this 0.8. I did the contrast 0.7. And I made my saturation 6. Now, of course, we have this ugly looking white screen going on here. So we can simply change that. I believe, which one was it? Yeah, it was this one. This is the green that I used. It was, and if you want the exact code, it's 85 255 127. So there you go. So I used this green, And now I'm going to turn this off. So if I look at the base plate, I can't see the studs that you would usually see because it's so dark. When I turn this on, now I can kind of see them. See that? Turn it off. Can't see them. I turn it off. Now I can see them. So this is kind of the night vision effect that we want. See if I hit play here. It's kind of dark. Can't really see my character's face, maybe a little bit. My character does have like 2 masks on. Kind of hard to tell. Let's see. There's supposed to be like a red dragon print on these pants, but you can't see it. I turn this on. You can kind of see the red dragon print. You can see that I'm actually wearing a mask. You can see like the little red. It's kind of darkened because of the contrast, but you can kind of see like the red going on in this mask. You can actually see his mouth. If I turn this off, it's kind of hard to see the mouth. Turn it back on. Now you can see it. So this is the start of our night vision. You can see I can see the studs. Now I can't see the studs. Turn it on, now I can see it again. So now that we have this set up, the next thing we're going to do is actually script it to where we can attach a key bind it, basically like press the N key, we turn it on, press it again, and we turn it off. So we will get started on that right now. Okay, so first things first, we're going to use a local script. I'm going to put it in the starter GUI. Let's see, I'm going to call this night vision. It's always good to name your scripts so that you can keep track of them. Okay, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to let's see, so let's actually set reference to the player, because sometimes if you because I want to add this repeat function that will make it that will make the script not have any functionality until the player's character is loaded. And this is good because sometimes I believe the script can load before the character loads, and that kind of it kind of unbinds it. I really don't know like the whole technical terms for it, but it kind of unbinds the script from the character, so sometimes it can break unless you reset your character and have them respawn again, and then it'll load again. But if we wanted to start right when we spawn in the first time, then it's good to have like this repeat wait until player.character, and that just allows it to wait the script to wait for the character to load and, you know, be able to function properly. So anyways, now I'm going to make a reference to our color correction. I'm going to call it vision. So I'm going to call it night vision effect equals game dot lighting dot color correction. Okay. And then I'm going to actually make a bool value called local, let's call it night vision. Local night vision equals false. And this is going to determine if it's on. If it's already on, then we're going to turn the night vision off. If it's already off, then we're going to turn it on. So let's see. First, we're going to set up our keybind. Let's see, game, hit service, user input service. I like using this because, like if you're trying to type something, if you use the regular key code, if you use the regular key code function, sometimes when you like type in chat, it will actually activate whatever you had binded that key to, even though you're just trying to type something in chat. And that's really what you don't want. So you want to have control over that. And I found that using this method, it actually gives you, it actually recognizes when the player is when the player is talking, as regards to when the player is actually trying to perform a certain skill or do a certain thing or whatever outside of the chat. So let's see if game process event equally true, then turn in. If input object dot key code enum key code n, then so right here, you really don't have to have this in here, but I like it because it makes me feel safer about my coding. I don't know why. But anyways, so starting here, this is where we start to define the keybind that we're going to use, and I chose the keybind to be n. So we're going to have it so as the key code, it's going to be n. We're going to now bring in that night vision bool value. So it's going to be if night vision equals false, then we set the night vision to true. And now we're going to draw a reference back to our night vision effect. So night vision effect dot enabled equals true. So then we go on to an else statement, else if night vision equals true. And since it's already on, we're going to want to turn it off. So it'll be night vision equals false, and then night vision effect dot enabled equals false. So I'm going to go in and test this and see if it actually works. Hopefully it does. It'd be a shame if it didn't. Okay, so it's dark. I press N. Look at that. It came on. As you can see in the lighting, it's on in here. It's enabled. And then I press N again, and now it's off. Press N, it's on. Press N again, now it's off. I actually haven't tested if I don't think if two or more players are in a server, it should affect the other, because I'm pretty sure with the filtering enabled, everything from the client, unless we're using a what's it called, remote function, shouldn't affect the server. But just to be on the safe side, I'm going to have my two players here. I am going to press N on this one, and then I'm going to go to the other guy. Nope. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Press N on him. So now they both have the green effect. Turn it off on this guy. It's still on him. All right. That's good. That's good. So I know that won't be a problem. So that's basically it. Now, if you want to have it where you have a little goggle over it. It's pretty simple. We can go into images over here. And that's why I was bringing out. There's nothing wrong with using with GUIs. Like I said, I really love GUIs. So let's go ahead and try to set one up right now. We're actually, I think I'm gonna call this. This will be our night vision. This will be our control. I'm gonna put that in here. And I'm going to put in an image label. And this will be the, I'll leave that as image label. That's really unimportant. So I'm going to set it up here. Now, a lot of mistakes I've seen from a lot of the tutorials is that they will put they will set like the UI to cover the whole screen. However, when you are in game, you still have that top black bar. And it kind of defeats the purpose of having a night vision if you have that black bar on top, because you can see through it. So what I like to do is I like to set my my offset positions here. Is it offset? I don't know, but anyways, I like to set the position to Y to -51, and then resize it on the same Y axis to 51. That way it shifted up, but also scaled it to 51, bringing it back down, kind of centering it, giving you a perfect center here. So what we're gonna do is look for night vision. Oh, let's put a space in there. Is there goggles? Night vision goggles. Okay, so actually, here's a good one: the panoramic night vision. I'm actually going to turn this off real quick so that I can actually see where I'm going to place it. Actually, I'm just going to throw it on the base plate, and then I put it on here twice. I didn't even know. I'm going to copy the texture, and then I'm going to bring it into our image label here. Enable it. You can't see anything because you need to set the background to transparent. And now you can see through these little 3 circles here. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make that invisible. I'm going to go inside the control script. Now we're going to make a reference to the goggles. So local goggles equals script dot parent dot image label, or whatever you decided to call it. And now we can set the goggles to visible equals true, and goggles dot visible equals false. Okay, so let's see how that plays out. Alright, so it's dark, can't really see. Now we turn these on, we got our goggles on, look at that. So now we have some night vision going on here. We can see the studs perfectly, we can see in front of us, everything is illuminated nicely. We turn that off, it's all gone. Now one thing you're probably wondering, what happens if I were to reset the player? Well, he dies if you reset, obviously. Another thing you'll notice is that it stays green. I mean, really, it's a simple fix. You just go here and let's see. We'll just set the night vision effects enabled. So every time like it reloads, we'll just set it to false. Not really a big deal. There's probably better ways to handle it, but you know, I'm just doing like a bare bones tutorial that gets you started on making your night vision. So hopefully it gets progressively better. So here we go. It deactivated itself. I can turn it on again, off, on, off. And if I reset, it automatically goes off. There actually is one more thing I forgot to mention with these goggles. The reason why I was using color correction is because I wanted to give off the authentic night vision goggles with their effects. So if we were to actually turn the time of day to 10, you will not be able to see anything. And that's the effect that we actually want, because these are night vision goggles. The only time you should be using night vision goggles is at night. And that's another cool thing that cool reason why I wanted to use color correction. And I thought that was really cool that it can give off that that effect of what happens when light hits those lenses of your night vision goggles while they're activated. So that about wraps it up for this tutorial. Please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it and want more content. Last time, the very last video I made was a little teaser into interchangeable skills. I'm still going to be doing that. It's just that it's actually a bit more parts in it than I had last calculated when I first made it. So just be on standby for that. I'm definitely going to do that. If you have any questions, if you want to, any sort of tutorials done, I will see if I can. I'll see if I can make a video on them. Some of the things I really can't do. I'm still getting used to Lua and everything like that. So there's still some things I can't do, but I'll try to answer your questions or get these tutorials out if you have any suggestions. So once again, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!